Once again, Mario with MIA Microflight. Today is Friday, December 26, 2025, and this is going to be a part two of the video that I just did on the subject of swash plates. Now, I explained in my first video the functionality of the swash plate sort of briefly, and once again, it is basically a device, a mechanical device that transfers roll pitch and roll angles to the flybar, which in turn controls the movement of the rotor head. So if you were to tilt the swash plate, the swash plate has links that are attached to the flybar, and then in turn the flybar paddles pitch in angle, positive or negative, and because that flybar is sitting on a sort of seesaw, pivots at that point at the center, it carries the rotor head, which is attached either directly or indirectly to the flybar, along with those angles, and so that's how you affect um, pitch forward back or roll left and right, basically the function of the swash plate. Now, this particular swash plate, what I wanted to discuss here in these videos is also the how the swash plate is made. I mean, you can make the swash plate out of a number of materials. Obviously, this is aluminum. I've done some swash plates in 3D printed form. I show those in some other video. Go check out the video on that I titled "Perfecting the 3D printed swash plate." I show some of the swash plates there, and I also talk about how I make some of those with an O-ring insert into the molded into a cavity that's part of the 3D printed swash plate. Now, in this case right here, because this is aluminum, and this was sort of just kind of loosey-goosey floating with no insert in the center, I decided to make a 3D printed insert with the cavity for an O-ring. That O-ring is a size 7 O-ring. It's a Buma, I believe, O-ring. They're kind of rubbery O-rings, and I've used those O-rings in a number of projects. I used to use those in little tiny micro helicopters in some of the kits that I used to make, and so I had some of those, and I decided to put an O-ring inserted into a cavity, 3D printed that insert, and just inserted that insert right inside this inner section of the swash plate, and so that allows the swash plate to retain itself on the shaft, but it also allows it to pivot, as you can see, because the O-ring is rubbery, and this allows it to pivot left and right any sort